Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing. If you haven't had that chola that goes to 7-Eleven, gets a hot Cheeto bag and put nacho cheese all over it, smash that subscribe button. Go ahead and have her smash it right now. First and foremost, let me give a shout out to the following patrons. Jay, I got 602 over TP, Armando, Keith, K, Devil Dog, MCC Placa, Ricardo, Maladjusted, Bankroll Suave, Mickey Bats, Carmine the Pitbull, American Mestizo, Lori, 559CO, Ruben, Abuelita's Journey, Abuelita's Irma, John Wick, Cornbread Killer, Herbuma AZ, CJ Zavalza, EOP Whisperer, Fuck Your 602, Las Vegas Flights Live, Gavino, Crime and Punishment, Priya These Nuts, Lockdown 5, Cristobal La Reina Hernan, Winston, Tony, the Mexican Snowman, El Skid, Hobie Cat, Lead With Love, Elver 12, J.I., Esquiel, Big Bad 48, Nova, Linda, the Retired CEO, Michigan Wolverines, Mikey 559, the homie Maria, Chevelle 66, Gigi, and Douse Herrero. If you have not already signed up for that Patreon, make sure you hit that link in the description below. You're definitely missing out. This episode right here, man. Yesterday was a very productive day, man. Very productive day. You know, I had been down and out. I kind of been feeling a little down, man, as far as like not motivated, right? Like the gas was running low. Like the wind was getting out of my sails, Spencer. And I'm telling you, man, the way things work, I received so many DMs, emails, texts, and calls yesterday like, hey, man, thank you for what you do. Keep doing what you're doing. And I'm like, damn, bro. Like, pretty much everybody like, hey, I needed to hear this shit today, man. Like, I needed to hear this. But aside from that, right, aside from the cheerleading that your boy needs when he's feeling down is people have been contacting me lately. Trusting me, reaching out to me, right? More than one, more than two, more than a handful, and saying like, hey man, I don't know who else to talk to. I watch your videos and I could relate. And that right there is priceless. Absolutely fucking priceless, man. It just reassured me of why I left the department, how I'm able to help people, which I'm extremely passionate about. Well, Hector, why the hell are you so passionate about helping people? What's in it for you? Fucking nothing, man. I've gone through it, man. The darkest fucking places in hell, man, I've fucking gone through. A lot of it by my own doings, right? Probably the majority of my own doings. But I just want everybody to know they're not alone. Okay? Period, right? My hand will always be there. Now with that, just had to get that off my chest, man. Chanata's kicking in. This episode right here is going to be about how people let others' perception of them dictate their life. This is not only relatable to prison. Of course, I'm going to cover prison and even military, but in all walks of life, you're going to see that this shit's everywhere, man. There was a time, you know, when I was proud to be a CO. Of course, I'm proud of my career, definitely, right? I had a couple little bumps and shit, nothing fucking crazy, but I never wanted to get fired, right? Because, you know, back at Centinela, people were getting fired, right? And it's like, man, you don't want to be that guy, right? And they weren't, I'm not talking about dirty cops. I'm not talking about like excessive use of force or righteously doing something far out. I'm talking about the ones that always get got, like administration twisting the paperwork around, twisting words, OIA doing their shenanigans, making shit up. That kind of firing, like you get got at you're a fucking political pawn. I'm like, fuck, man, it's embarrassing. Like I thought, oh, it's embarrassing. Like, no, I can't go work here. I can't go work there. And then you hear people like, oh yeah, that's so-and-so, right? CDCR is a fucking rumor mill, man. A gossip mill. A fucking net. Again, the most toxic environment probably hands down in history, for sure. So-and-so's working at Target now. So-and-so's working at Lowe's. And like, I'll be honest, is you hear that kind of shit, you're in the mix, you're like, oh man, pobre cabron, right? Homie down on his luck, man. How you go from making $100,000 a year to this? But that's focusing on money. That's focusing on titles. Again, I'm not there anymore. Clearly. It's fucking crazy, man. You have officers promote to sergeant and you watch them change overnight. Overnight, man. And you're like, what the fuck? Who are you? What the hell? Hey, homie, don't think because you got those stripes like, hey, you fucking changed up. You're still the same bitch you were yesterday. Straight up. I'm going to write you up for saying that. Who hit me? Who was it? Yeah, you's a bitch, Cortez. Anyways, motherfucker. The American dream. The American dream, right? Motherfuckers make from sergeant to lieutenant, lose their damn mind, right? Little short fucker at Centinela. He's a captain now, I believe. Little fuck, man. Like little man syndrome. Like, hey, bitch, don't get it twisted. Don't. Hello, motherfucker. Holy shit, right? A lot of people hide behind that title, hide behind that power, hide behind that badge. All right? And I say this because when I fucking was on the verge of getting fired because of my alcoholism this was like my third strike in the department. This was like, I was making some waves when I was a youngster. My dad tells me, right, we were at the VA hospital in La Jolla. My dad was done with me, man. My dad was fucking done with me, right? And rightfully so. Straight up, I was not doing well. And we're in the hallway, just me and him, and he tells me, looks at me straight in the fucking eyes, tells me, Hector, even if, oh man, he's like, even if you lose your job, that's okay, right? I'll help you out financially. You'll find another job. I just want you to get better. And I'm like, oh fuck. When he said that, it almost felt like a ton of bricks lifted off my chest and on my shoulders. Like I could see he meant that. He meant that 100%. And for him to be, well, Mexican for one, you know how they proud, machismo. Two, he was a prison guard starting in 1993. I know how much that career meant to him. I know how much it meant for his son to be a correctional officer. Yeah, he didn't want me to be one, and I see that now. But for him to say, hey, man, fuck the job. Fuck the job. Get better. Get your mind right. That was another turn. That was a major turning point, and I know at the end is the first time that I'm addressing it like publicly. That was okay. All bets are off. All bets are off. Fuck it. Right. Get better, Hector. Get better. And I'll be honest, man. I'll be honest. I kept telling him, hey, Dad, I can't be here. Right. In the rehab, I went to a 28-day inpatient rehab for my drinking, my alcoholism, while I was a CO, 2010. Working at Centinela. And I was like, hey, Dad, like, I got to call my girl. I got to call my fiance. He's like, don't worry about your fiance. I got to call work. I got to call work. I got to do this. I got to do that. Don't worry about work. I got to fix my truck. My truck's all fucking totaled. It's all fucked up. Don't worry about your truck. Worry about yourself. Worry about yourself. And that's how I was at that point. At that time, I was avoiding. I didn't think I was the problem. It's a sole problem. I wanted to fix everything else except me. But that's what it took. That's what that looked like, right? So that's what that looked like. Me not caring about material things on the outside. As far as titles and rank and position, you guys know I learned that shit from my brothers in the army. Man, they will take their blouse off and beat your fucking ass out back like it ain't shit, right? The reason they're taking their blouse off is because the rank is sewn on the collar. So you take this bitch off. What's up? What's happening? On dead homies, cuh. Right, I'm gonna get you that too. Maybe like like a lot of these fucking assholes need a good ass whooping, right? I don't encourage violence, but that's how things have gotten so drastically fucking from one way to the other, out of fucking control. Oh, look, Hector's encouraging violence. No, I'm saying you're a bitch ass motherfucker because nobody's put you in your place, and that's how you've gotten along with it for so long. Good for you, right? Bad for everybody else. Period. Damn, Hector, you're a real one. Here we go, 2024, no filter. Chanata's definitely hidden. Now I can feel it deep in my gut. God damn, G. Recently, Donovan, when I say recently, I mean the last 8 years, a lot of good people got fired, man. A lot of unnecessary firings. I've tried to keep up with as much as possible, keep in contact. At least throw a line out there, throw a text. Hey man, what's up? I got you. Or if you ever need anything, fucking what's up? You need somebody to talk to, holler. And they're blessings in disguises, man. They're blessing in disguises. I told you, I felt I'd be humiliated if I got fired. Look it, man, you don't want to stick around for the show. What's the show? The neck adjustment, the foosball, the mixing of GPs, SNYs, SNY gang members back to GP. It's just a fucking disaster, man. Of desmadre, a catastrophe. You don't want that. You got blessed in a way that you didn't even fucking see it yet. If you're experiencing that or have experienced that. I've always said, I worked in the prison system for 16 years. Is it a lot? Is it a little? It is what it is. One thing I noticed for sure was the loudest one in the room was always the weakest. Whether it was a staff, the green, whether it was an inmate, motherfuckers tooting their own horn, the loudest motherfucker in the room was always the weakest. The ones you gotta watch out for are the fucking quiet ones. You don't know how many times I had an inmate in a holding cell yelling, check my C file, check my C file. For those of you guys don't know, before we got the computer system in 2012, they had C files, man. They had fucking, they look like if you go to a filing cabinet at Staples and you open it up, there's those folders. Now imagine if you're A number, B number, C number, you're going to have probably 7 to 8 to 9 to 10 fucking folders. Maybe not 10, probably like 7 or 8. Big ass folders. It's going to have your whole entire prison documentation in there. Every write-up you've gotten, every confidential somebody's put on you. Everything. That's what they were referring to. Check my C file. Ty, I can guarantee you. Number one, you had these fucking youngsters coming in. They're like on the BW now numbers. Bravo Whiskey. That one fucking rapist from that 70s show, he got to Bravo Whiskey number. So that's how you know that's like the latest numbers. Motherfucker saying, check my C file. Motherfucker, you weren't even around. You weren't even probably born. I don't know when there was C files were in effect. So I don't know how the fuck you're listening to some old fucking prison stories of some sort. I don't know, man. I think you grasped the message for today, man. The bottom line is, man, don't talk about it. Be about it. Keep pushing forward.